Hi everyone, welcome to today's YouTube Live for the Steady Trader. Earnings season has kicked off and we are just about to kick off a new trading week that's going to be packed with earnings. So I want to quickly share with you guys my 3 golden rules for earnings season. I talk about this every earnings season. I've been prep talking our clients, our subscribers, our coaching clients and everyone else. So here are the 3 rules. I'm going to show you guys examples in a second. Number 1, there was a study that was recently released that kind of made this more official. So it's not just me knowing this, but it's actually now out there, is that about 70 or even more percent, let's call it 70+% of any stock's movement through 12 months can be attributed to its post-earnings moves. So the reaction to a stock's moves after earnings, for the 4 earnings reports that most of these large companies have, basically makes up the majority of the movement of that stock for the entire year. So that actually has 2 specific, it's an opportunity, but it's also a risk. In other words, if you try to get ahead of that, you can get killed. And if you miss that move, even if you miss part of it, ultimately if you don't hop on major breakouts, for example, you could miss a majority of the move for the entire stock for the entire year. That gets me to number 2. Number 2 is to never do trades until the stock has actually reported earnings. Okay? Very, very important. Don't try to gamble ahead of time before a stock. The empirical evidence or the empirical statistic by me for sure over the past probably almost 18 years doing earnings trades is that if you try to gamble on a stock before it reports earnings, you're most likely going to lose money. All right, so that's really important. So wait for the stock to have come out and reported earnings, all right, and then do the trade. So let me show you guys an example here so you can get your head around this. So here's a very simple chart of a stock called NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. Let me get the camera right. And what you can see here is that these are some of the post-earnings reactions. So for example, when the stock started to break out here after earnings, you can see that was a major move. Now, you didn't want to be short ahead of this, right? No, you could have been long, but there's about a 50-50 chance you would have been long or short based on the earnings, whatever you guessed you had. But once you see a move like this after earnings, again, the earnings report has to be out of the way. You don't do this before earnings. You do it once earnings have come out because you don't know what the outcome's going to be. All right, very, very important. So then you buy it. But for example, here we had an earnings report as well. And then quickly the stock started to stall and reverse lower. So that pretty much gets me to number 3. So don't be afraid to fade a stock if it doesn't go higher or doesn't go in the direction that you thought it would after earnings. So that's really important to keep in mind. But again, I would say by far the most important thing out of these 3 things is to wait until the stock has reported earnings and then you do the trade. You don't do it before. One more thing, I'll give you a bonus thing. Okay, this is like a bonus nugget, and this is really important. Make sure you're aware of when any given stock's major competitor or major, competitor reports earnings. So for example, if you want to do something in Home Depot, you better be aware when Lowe's reports earnings. Now in this case, I think they report either on the same day or within like 1 day of each other. But the same thing for, I'm trying to think of another example, but you can kind of get what I'm trying to get to, right? If you want to do a stock in retailer stocks and you don't know when Walmart's reporting earnings, that's an issue. You need to know when some of the major competitors are reporting earnings as well. So if you guys enjoyed this at all, please give us a thumbs up, like, spread the news of our YouTube channel, and hope you guys have a great earnings season for trading. We can do a lot more on the earnings season right here in the YouTube channel, and have a great trading day. I'll see you in the next video.